This is KAGS-HD News at 10.
Round two of the presidential contenders facing off. The format for this debate a bit different. President Obama and Mitt Romney speaking directly to likely voters tonight at Hofstra University.
There's a lot to go through tonight, and we have the benefit of a political expert to help us sort through the policy and the performances. Thank you for joining us. I'm Stephen Romo.
Good evening. I'm Emily Jaster. Kathryn Kelly, an instructor of speech communication at Blinn College, joins us. She is an expert at debate and politics with undergraduate and graduate studies in both of those areas.
She's going to help us break down what the candidates had to say. Good evening, Kathryn. Thanks for joining us. Just start off by telling us, what was your overall impression of the performance tonight?
A resounding win by Obama. You know, he really came out swinging, and he really had to for this debate. After a lackluster first debate performance, a lot of people were wondering where the Obama of 4 years ago had gone, and he certainly came through this evening.
Do you think he was successful in pivoting from being sort of more in attack mode, but also able to speak to the voters in that format?
Absolutely. So Romney had come into this debate after a great performance, and I think that he was a little overconfident, and Obama really took advantage of that. And so you saw Obama coming out swinging, but also able to tailor himself back, answer the voters' questions, and still make Romney look like he's trying to, you know, catch his ground and catch his footing.
Any specific examples? A bunch of questions tonight in the town hall debate, 11 questions. Any specific examples where you really felt Obama captured that kind of win and Romney kind of lost it?
Absolutely. So at one point, Obama came around and almost scolded Romney. You saw a finger come out. That's not how this was. A couple of times he wanted to call Romney a bald-faced liar, but stopped just short of saying that. You know, that's not true. That's not what you said. You know, on 60 Minutes, not a week ago, you claimed this. Now you're saying this. And he's really challenging Romney's consistency.
They sort of almost got in each other's faces. We have a clip of that. If Sean can take the video, it's the one that is labeled face off, because it sort of was like a face off. We can get to that.
No, I will never know. This is about bringing good jobs back for the middle class of America.
Not the exact clip I was talking about, but that is actually another instance you were speaking about as well.
Yeah.
Sort of the whenever he was sort of arguing with the moderator Candy Crowley about the rules.
One of the ways that Romney really hurt himself tonight was his likability. So coming into this debate, it is imperative in any debate that all presidential candidates, you like them. Right? No one's going to vote for a candidate that they don't like. And after the first debate, Obama even commented that, you know, this was a new Romney that we saw at the first debate, that he was likable, he was personable. And tonight we saw the old Romney reemerge, the Romney that Obama was, I think, expecting in that first debate. And it was the Romney that was challenging the moderator on how she was doing her job. Are they timekeeping? Why aren't I getting my time here? And no one likes that kid in class. You know, he came across the arrogant businessman that he had been painted for so long.
It seems like it could be a difficult balance for the likability factor when you have to go on the attack and go head to head with someone. We have that next video, I think, is the face-off of the two candidates, if we could take that.
I got to move you along. And the next question is for you.
He actually got the first question, so I get the last question, last answer on that one.
Actually, in the
video was that same clip that we had earlier, but you can still see in that clip like the tension. It sort of got tense up there. Do you think that risks the likability factor for both of the candidates?
Well, you know, Obama came out of that first debate needing some tension. A lot of people said that he was too passive. He looked down. He wasn't engaging Romney the way that his constituents and some of the undecided voters felt that they wanted. You know, as Americans, we want a president who's going to go to bat for us, who's going to fight for us. And Obama didn't show that intensity in the first debate. And it was then left up to Biden in the vice presidential debate. He did come out swinging. And
came out laughing as well.
Absolutely.
A lot of criticism with that.
And so Obama had to come in this debate and show that he too could be the aggressor. He too could fight for his policies as well as his party's policies.
Another thing that you mentioned was women voters, and I noticed that Romney was actually the first person to mention the word women, but as you pointed out, he may have pivoted off that pretty quickly. What was your take on the women front?
So both candidates knew coming into this debate, as a lot of the spin and the talking heads on television have been telling us, that women are the majority of the undecided voters at this point. We're looking at middle-aged to slightly under middle-aged, middle-class women are the majority of our undecided voter. And so both of them, in every single topic, almost you saw them bringing up single mothers, you saw them bringing up mothers. And I thought Obama did a really good job of saying this isn't a women's issue, it's a family issue. This isn't a women's issue,
definitely.
It's an economic issue. And so he pulled women out of this minority other and into the bigger picture.
All-encompassing America type
Exactly.
thing.
Whereas Romney in his answer, when it was a direct women's question, came in and said, well, they need flexibility in their schedules. It almost came across a little patronizing. We didn't see the advocacy that Obama mentioned time and time again. We need a women's advocate. We need an advocate in these policies. And instead, Romney comes out and says, I put a lot of women in my board, and they needed flexible time schedules for their families so they could get home and cook. And that's not the image that a lot of women voters carry with them these days. It's just not how they self-identify.
Well, and overall, just to wrap things up, do you think that this debate is going to have a real impact on the outcome of the election?
So we came into this debate in a dead heat. You know, a couple of polls said Romney was ahead by maybe 1 point, and you have a standard of error of 1 or 2 points in each of those polls. I really think that come tomorrow and the next week, assuming no major blips on Obama's side, we're going to see some significant gains for the Obama campaign. For Romney, it's going to be an image repair. He's going to have to work on the likability. He's going to have to make himself seem a little bit more laid back and a little bit more approachable.
All right. Well, Kathryn Kelly, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are going to join us after the final debate. We look forward to that. Thank you.
As am I. Thank you.
Thank you so much.